Hey guys, back with another video, and this one is going to be kind of an extension onto what you've watched recently. I did a multiple meaning words kind of introductory video explaining what multiple meaning words are and giving a couple of examples. So today I'm actually going to be doing some sample problems. There are four total, as you can see here. And we will cruise through this fairly quickly, but wanted to give you kind of an idea of how you go about answering these problems. Okay, so number one, after high school, Jason wants to pursue a career in medicine so that he can support his family. In this sentence, the word pursue means one of the ways that I like to try to solve these problems is before I even look at the options, I want to just look at that word pursue and think, what word could I replace that with that will make this sentence make sense? There are multiple meanings to pursue, so we're going to need to use the words around it to try to figure out what pursue means. So one more time, after high school, Jason wants to pursue a career in medicine. Something that I think it may be pursue, maybe to strive for, or set out to achieve, something like that. I'm writing with my mouse. That's why the V is so. There we go. I think to strive or to push for or to achieve something, that's what I think pursue. Those all I think could fit in for that word pursue and still make sense. So let's see if we can find any that are similar. A, to follow in order to defeat. No, I don't think Jason's trying to defeat his career in medicine, so I don't think that makes sense. To haunt is B. Again, he's pursuing a career in medicine. I don't think he's looking to haunt a career in medicine. C is to strive to accomplish. Light bulb goes off in my head right away because I actually use the word strive in my word that I would plug in for pursue. I think I said strive or try to achieve. And C says to strive or to accomplish, which basically means the exact same thing. So I think it's C, but you always want to read every option. So let's read D. And D is to court. And to court a career in medicine does not make sense. So I'm going to go back to my answer C, which in this particular sentence, pursue means to strive to accomplish. Moving us on to number two. Her sound decisions made her successful in life. Her sound decisions made her successful in life. Sound is a multiple meaning word. It has numerous meanings. But in this particular case, her sound decisions made her successful in life. I know when people are successful in life, their decisions typically are good or quality decisions. So I'm going to say good. Okay, good decisions made her successful in life. Now I'm going to guess that, one of these down here is probably not going to be good, but something similar to making good or quality decisions. So it says, which sentence uses the word sound as it's used above? A, the sound of birds makes me happy. That particular sentence uses the word sound as like you hear something with your ears, that type of sound. And in our example above, it's talking about a good decision. This sound has nothing to do with hearing. B, the decision was based on sound reasoning. Could we use the word good to replace sound in this sentence? I think we could. The decision was based on good reasoning. That sentence totally makes sense and matches the one above. C, please sound the alarm, Sarah screamed. That sound has to do with your ears and hearing things, so I'm going to say that is also incorrect. And then D, rain on a tin roof is a pleasant sound. Again, having to do with your ears or hearing something. So what I noticed is 3 of those options have to do with the meaning of the word sound, as in hearing, or again, hearing something with your ear. There's only one that uses the word sound as good or quality decision, and that is the decision was based on sound reasoning. 2 more. Norman and Bella knew they were being followed. As they tried to bolt through the alley, they could hear the footsteps getting closer and closer. Norman panicked and wanted to shelter himself, but Bella had a brilliant idea. She picked up a nearby stick, waved it at the dogs, and tossed it. They immediately went for it, and Norman and Bella walked away relieved. Okay, so number 3, using context clues, you can determine that shelter means what? You can determine that shelter means what? So in this case, with shelter, as I'll highlight right here, what you're going to want to do is plug in another strategy here. I noticed that these answer options are really short. They're not full sentences. So when they're 1 or 2 words like we have below, let's read the sentence and plug each one of those in for our bolded word and see if it makes sense. So let's read A. Norman panicked and wanted to hide himself, but Bella had a brilliant idea. That makes a lot of sense. So I'm going to keep A in the back of my mind. B. Norman panicked and wanted to a dog himself, but Bella had a brilliant idea. That makes no sense. C. Norman panicked and wanted to surprise himself, but Bella had a brilliant idea. I think if Norman was panicked, I don't think we're going to say that he wanted to surprise himself. That just doesn't fit. And then shelter, D, a home. Let's plug that one in there. Norman panicked and wanted to home himself. Again, I'm not even going to read anymore. That just doesn't even make sense. So I'm going to say to hide is another word, or the correct meaning of the word shelter in this particular example. Okay. And that we're just going to stick with those 3 below for your example. And if you have any questions, definitely let me know and we can do more problems. Thank you.